today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mike Zimmer staring down. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. And it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give them even better starting position. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Schwartz standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Gibson running right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 17 carries, 54 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 1st down, Newton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Newton under pressure, and they got to him again. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields being chased out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Newton. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Handoff for Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On second down, here's Gibson again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Bullett's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here's Fields. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Cohen. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Cam's throw taken in by Samuel. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daron Payne in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now Newton. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Bears! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of continuing.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
bullet good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Newton's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw again on second down. Newton rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Washington on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 77 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Newton on 1st down. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daron Payne in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, they'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Washington on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Fields. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
a touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them